Richard Jefferson. Grant Hill. I'm Brian Anderson, and Allie LaForce, our reporter. Here we go. So the Pistons will get the first possession. Now here's Cunningham. To the paint. Thompson scanning the floor. 4 on the clock. Back to Duren. He drains it as the shot clock ticks down. We should see some great ball movement with these two teams, Grant. Fantastic group of passers on each side.
They're just so unselfish. They play for one another. You can see how it keeps the whole team involved. And I'll tell you what, I just love watching teams that can pass like this.
In 2024, Luka Doncic recorded 6 consecutive 30-point triple-double games.
That's right, B.A. The first time anyone has done it in NBA history. So if you didn't already believe in Luka magic, well, there's some proof that the magic is real.
Back to Cunningham. Outside Hardaway. Back to Duren. And he'll draw the foul. He'll head to the line for 2. Austin Reeves picks one up.
As of right now, Jalen Duren kind of seems like a classic big man. He can block, he can rebound, and he really focuses on finding close-range looks.
And at 6'10", Jalen Duren is an incredible athlete for his size.
Yeah, he's got a lot of bounce, which helps him as a rim protector, rebounder, and lob threat. Plus, he's got quick feet, and he's able to guard smaller guys on the perimeter.
Out to James. Hayes with a screen. James with the ball. Now guarded by Harris. The shot by James, no good.
That's their plan, to get him an opportunity to finish in tight. That's a miss they can live with.
And here's Duren for 3. It's Hayes with the rebound.
And the defense dodged one right there. Not the guy you want to leave open.
Doncic left side. And then he throws it down as he goes right over Jalen Duren.
Whoa! Not known for showing off, Doncic with the highlight reel jam. Did I say that? Wow.
Now here's Cunningham. Pass to Duren. Harris outside. And here's Cunningham outside. LeBron with the rebound. Now Los Angeles with it. And let's swing it over to the sideline and hear from Allie.
I did briefly speak with J.J. Redick. I asked him what's the key to slowing down Cade Cunningham. Coach said, quote, not letting him get clean looks inside the arc. Cade is a terrific mid-range shooter and a solid finisher inside, so we just have to get a hand in his face on every shot. Limiting his production could be the difference in this game.
Good job there, Allie. Thanks. Now here's Doncic. And he lobs it up to the rim. Duren with a steal. Back to Harris. And again, no good by Detroit. Now Los Angeles with it. Grant, how about that in-season tournament win for the Lakers in 2024?
Yeah, honestly, it just makes sense that the first of those trophies would land with a historic franchise like the Lakers.
And J.B. Bickerstaff decides to call timeout. He wants to give him a breather and talk things over. Pistons trail by 3. Out to Harris. That falls. Nice feed that time from Cunningham.
Showing the quick hands that time. Harris with the catch and shoot.
Here's Doncic. James outside. Doncic outside. Hachimura outside. And the Lakers hit again from deep.
He's consistent from out there, especially when you give him that kind of room.
Here's Cunningham. And a strong finish with 2 hands.
There's Cunningham showing off that leaping ability. Outstanding finish with the slam.
Doncic with it. Here's Hayes. The shot that time not on target. Good D by Duren. Here's Harris. Goes up and lays it in nice and easy. Harris has got 5.
We're used to seeing Harris from the outside, but Tobias, he can step up. He's got the size to do some work down low.
Now James. No points yet. 29 seconds left in the first quarter of the game. Oh, he misses the dunk. Cunningham. Rejected by James.
And Braun with the blocks. Look, the shooters are working hard, but he is all over me. I know what they say, defense wins championships, but you need some bucket getters too now.
He's getting his first free throw attempt of the game here. James, no good on the free throw. Pass to Thompson. Stewart outside. From deep. The shot no good. Got it up. No good on the buzzer beater. Well, a good close contest so far as we finish the first quarter. Lakers ahead, leading by a point. After this break, we'll be back with the start of the second quarter on 2K Sports. And it's been a pretty even game here after 1 quarter of play. And from what we've seen from the Lakers, what's your take so far?
Oh, what I love was that first quarter was all about leaking out and capitalizing in transition.
It leads to some easy buckets, and I think it's given them control of the pace in this match.
And slam dunk by James.
Well, getting inside positioning is what he wants. Like, once that man gets in there and gets moving, oh, he's going to finish that dunk.
And from the sideline, let's catch up with Allie.
Well, LeBron James last season set the record for most All-Star nods in NBA history. He said, quote, "I'm blessed to do what I love and just to try to give back to the game that's given to me over 2 decades. Long ago, I exceeded anything I ever dreamed of being in the NBA. Everything else is just extra credit." Brian?
Thanks, Allie. And it's Hachimura missing. Richard, it's nice to have the versatility of a guy like Hachimura, equally comfortable at either forward position.
Well, he's got the size and strength of a modern-day NBA power forward, but he also has the ability to stretch the floor and knock down a 3. That's a nice combo.
Now here's Reeves. Doncic outside. James outside. Oh, LeBron! Just too much to handle inside.
Yeah, just too much big boy basketball by LeBron James, just bodying defenders inside.
And J.B. Bickerstaff decides to call timeout. He's going to gather the troops and talk it over. So both teams changing it up here. And so it's Schroeder with it. He brings it up for the Pistons. Trailing by 2. Beasley outside. And here's Schroeder. No points so far. Pass to Holland. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Here's Stewart. Fires for 3. And again, no good by Detroit. James with the ball. He's picked up by Schroeder. James deciding where to go with it. James takes the hit and sinks the shot.
Soft touch on the floater from James. It's impressive how well he can adjust his mechanics to almost any situation.
Here's Beasley. Here's Stewart. It's good. And he drew contact on the shot, so he will go to the line. A 3-point play opportunity. And the Pistons will go for a different look here. And what do you guys think so far about the offensive approach for Los Angeles?
Well, they're off to a good start getting it inside and scoring at close range. Solid fundamentals so far in this one.
On the wing, Hachimura. No good on the 3. The Pistons trailing. All right, Grant, I have to ask you, has there ever been a more intimidating team than the old bad boy Pistons?
Well, they weren't fancy, but they played hard and they played physical basketball. Every team that faced those Detroit teams knew they were in for a battle.
And stolen by Hardaway. Here's Cunningham. There's a double team with Vanderbilt. 3-pointer Stewart. It's rebounded by Los Angeles. Doncic outside. Nice finish from Luka.
And how about the handles Luka has? Phenomenal at creating scoring opportunities for himself.
Pass to Thompson. Now Cunningham. Check by James. Picked by Stewart. He gets going. And the powerful one-handed slam.
The ferocious finish. Love watching Cunningham use his size and athleticism on the drive.
It's James on the wing. Give him 8 points now. Pass to Doncic. On the wing, Reeves. And they force the shot clock violation. Great D. So both teams making some changes here. The Pistons leading. Now here's Cunningham. Cunningham with the flush.
And once he gets to the rim, it's fairly automatic.
Nothing fancy right there. Just takes his 2 points, moves on. And so J.J. Redick calls for the timeout. He'll take the opportunity to regroup. .51 seconds left to play in the half. Pass to Hayes. Outside Finney-Smith. The 3, James. Oh, James knocks down the triple.
When you're guarding LeBron, you have to give him something. So the King, well, he'll take a 3-point basket.
Here's Hardaway. Cunningham, left side. It's Hayes with the rebound. The Lakers trail. Pass to Vincent. James outside. Now here's Hayes. Pounded by Harris. The Lakers got to get one up. Late clock. And a pretty tightly contested game here as we end the first half. Pistons ahead leading by a point. And we'll step away briefly, but get you right back out there for the start of the third quarter, right after the break. Second half of basketball is upon us, and we may be in for an exciting finish based on how close of a game we've seen so far. Well, despite the effort to create super teams, the league has a lot of parity right now, Grant.
It really does, and I like it. It's not quite like the 80s Celtics and Lakers or the 90s Bulls, partly because of the salary cap. It's so hard to pay more than 2, maybe 3 stars at a time.
Here in the second half, these teams still neck and neck.
I really like how each team is matching the other's intensity.
Gives us a chance to catch up with Allie LaForce.
Thank you, Brian. Well, the Pistons have struggled despite the improvement of their young cornerstone, Cade Cunningham. He said, quote, "This league rewards winning. People are going to say everything I'm doing is empty and meaningless until I win games. That's what I plan on doing, and once I do that, all the other stuff will come with it." Guys?
That's a great perspective to keep right there, Allie. Thank you. Thompson right side. Cunningham looking it over. Duren, the screen. To the middle. And the dunk by Duren.
And nice work there in the pick and roll. Cunningham demonstrating improvement in knowing how to break defenses down.
And make no mistake, Cade Cunningham is the engine of this team, Grant.
Man, his vision and playmaking are crucial to the offense. Coach trusts him to make the right reads and set up his teammates. He has cut down on mistakes and is rounding into an elite point guard.
Now here's Doncic. Pass to Hayes. Just 4 to shoot. And the officials call goaltending, so they'll award the basket.
That may be not the highest percentage of looks right there, but look, you can't argue with results, I guess.
Cunningham outside. Now here's Duren. Cunningham outside. Back to Duren. And the dunk by Duren.
And for a younger guy, Cunningham's vision is impressive. He's always watching the floor.
Oh, Luka playing grown man ball inside.
The defense couldn't collapse quickly enough.
Pass to Duren. And here's Harris. No good with the triple. Doncic feeling it out a bit. Second half of play here with just under 2.5 minutes passed. Count it, and 1. He'll have a chance in the three-point play. It goes on Tim Hardaway. This is his second trip to the line in the game. And the free throw, no good. You know, Grant, after losing in the first round last season, it felt like changes were inevitable for the Lakers.
Yeah, making the playoffs isn't enough for that franchise. They are all about championship success, and anything short of that is a failure.
And J.B. Bickerstaff decides to call timeout. He wants to make sure everybody's on the same page. For the Pistons. A touch over 2.5 minutes of basketball played here in the third quarter. To the left side wing. Three-pointer, Stewart. Buries it from 3. Stewart's got 9 points.
When he has enough space, he's more than comfortable letting it fly from outside.
Oh, sweet move. LeBron, a smooth operator inside.
When LeBron is being aggressive on offense, you gotta make a change. You can't let him just have his way.
Holland can't hit. And so James will bring it up for the Los Angeles Lakers. It's a 1-point game. Pass to Vincent for the lead. Schroeder with a rebound. And here's Detroit. get a hand on it. Now the Lakers moving it up. Here's James. It's James on the wing. Just 5 to shoot. And no good. Had a chance to take the lead. Schroeder with it. Picked up by James. And there's the call on Dennis Schroeder. That's his first foul of the game.
And that is an absolute heartbreaker of a turnover. In a close game like this, that might be enough to impact how it ends.
Now, here is James. He's got 13. Pass to Vanderbilt. James, right side. Here's Vincent for the lead. Hachimura outside to the inside. And Vanderbilt slams it in. Neither team has been able to assert its dominance over the other.
Yeah, the struggle is real tonight. 7 lead changes and still in the third quarter.
Beasley outside. And here's Schroeder outside. Again, the miss by the Pistons. The Lakers in the lead. Vanderbilt. The shot's good on the assist by James. Vanderbilt's got 4 points in the quarter.
High IQ pass by LeBron. He reads the floor and gets it to the open shooter.
And that's gotta hurt. A turnover for a free run at the rim.
And now we know who has the momentum.
That's the last thing you need to happen down the stretch. Let's see how they respond to the devastating punch.
Here's Stewart. The third quarter comes to a close. It's Los Angeles up 5. And we're just moments away from the start of quarter number. And with 3 quarters behind us, we'll start the fourth in what is still anybody's ball game. Pistons trail by 5. Cunningham outside. Out to Thompson. And there's the drive. And there's the whistle. He'll head to the line to shoot 2. That free throw's good from Thompson. Both free throws good from Thompson. The Lakers lead by 3. Doncic with it. Vanderbilt with a screen. Oh, and there's the whistle on the shot. So 2 free throws for him coming up.
And you can't let Doncic get this type of positioning because then you're pretty much forced to foul him.
Both shots good from the stripe. Pistons trail by 5. Knocked away. Back to Vanderbilt. 6 on the shot clock. And here's Doncic outside. Thompson pulls it in. And here's Detroit. Cunningham outside. Launches a 3. Hits the trifecta.
Their strategy has been pretty simple here in the second half. Attack from 3-point range.
And you see this so much more nowadays in the NBA. Teams putting a larger emphasis on jacking up threes.
Outside Reeves. Pass to Vanderbilt. And here's Doncic. He's watched by Cunningham. Back to Vanderbilt. Now Doncic. Hachimura with the ball. That 3's off the mark.
Given his range, you'd expect him to capitalize on that opening.
There's the double with Doncic. The open shot by Thompson. And that's an air ball. Not even close. Good drive by Reeves. An easy 2 on the layup. And the Lakers lead by 4.
Yeah, he was able to sneak it to the rim. Had enough room to get just like an easy layup.
On the wing, Thompson. Doubled by Hachimura. Pass to Duran. Out to Harris. And the 3 off target.
It's tough to get open in this league, and when you do, it hurts not to capitalize.
They get it back. Kicks it to Doncic. Another shot. And Cunningham pulls it down. And so it's Cunningham with it. He brings it up for Detroit. Trailing by 4. That one goes in.
My gracious, you love how willing Harris is to step up. He is fearless in those moments.
Doncic with it. Now guarded by Duran. It's blocked. And the Pistons pushing it up now. And the slam dunk by Thompson.
Transition basketball, the most reliable way to generate easy looks.
Yeah, when you hustle on the break like he does, good things tend to happen.
And we've got a timeout called by J.J. Redick. He wants to make sure everyone is aligned, given the situation right now. Let's check in with our reporter, Allie LaForce.
I was able to listen in on what J.J. Redick was going over with his team. They said in the huddle, this is it. No excuses. Let's figure out a way to win. A couple of players spoke as well, firing up their teammates. A great ending could be in store, guys.
Thank you for that, Allie. Out to Hachimura. This James on the wing. Pass to Hayes. And finished off by Hayes. Over 3.5 minutes through the final quarter now. Left side Schroeder. Hardaway with it. Duran in the post. 6 to shoot. Rebounded by the Lakers. Down low. Outside Reeves. Hayes with a screen. Reeves with the ball. Now guarded by Duran.
Talk about stepping up in a big way.
What a huge play coming through when it matters most.
And the timeout called here by J.B. Bickerstaff. And a great call on his part. This is the time you want to be in sync right here. And Detroit making a change here. And it's Detroit with the ball. They've given up just 8 points in the fourth.
Not afraid of taking big shots. Cunningham rises to the occasion and delivers.
They'll probably slow things down now.
Burn the clock while you have the lead. I like that.
Count it!
And you can tell Cunningham is a very determined player, refusing to give up on this situation.
We've got a 9-second difference between the shot clock and game clock. Here's James. There goes LeBron. This is what he does best.
I'm sorry, just who else would you want it shooting there? LeBron James, just so calm under pressure.
And the timeout called here by J.B. Bickerstaff. The pressure is on, and he's got a plan to share with his guys. And looking at the options here, what do you think is being discussed?
A chance to tie it up here.
And you also have to wonder if they'll try for a 3. But they'll probably try for a 2, but if something opens up outside, I doubt that they will hesitate to take it.
Seconds left in the fourth quarter.
And the game isn't over yet, but they have to move quickly.
Yeah, they need to focus on scoring every possession and not turning over the ball.
Rising to the occasion, more and more you can lean process in these situations.
And so J.J. Redick calls for the timeout. Great time to call his guys into the huddle at a very tense moment in this game. All right, guys, how do you see him managing the next possession?
It's always interesting to see what play a coach has saved for a situation like this.
If they've got a surefire quick bucket play, let's just say now's the time to use it.
Both teams will make substitutions. 9 seconds left in the fourth. Pass to James. Ooh, hard finish from LeBron.
Look at the power of that.
He has to be one of the top dunkers in the game today. So it's a narrow victory for the Lakers, pulling it out for the W. That was an incredible night of hoops. A tremendous finish. They waited until the very last moment to seal it.
And so many times we see these close games won by the home team.
And that about wraps it up. For Richard Jefferson,